Genshin Impact is a massive game that throws players into a world where archons rule over the land, and elemental visions are granted to worthy mortals. The game follows the traveler as they go on a quest to find their missing sibling with the strange Baiman. Armed with the power to tap into the elements without a vision, the traveler breaks all the laws within Tivat and performs near impossible feats. To find their sibling, they must venture to all 7 regions and learn the hidden truth surrounding the world. Below is a complete and easy to follow summary of the events of Genshin Impact. The story actually kicks off in the manga, where Mondstadt is introduced, along with the Fatui. The manga shows Vindy and Vanessa as they free Mondstadt from a tyrannical rule and establish the Knights of Favonius. It then jumps ahead to a few years before the beginning of the game's story, where the Fatui have arrived in Mondstadt along with Kali, a young girl who has been infused with Div energy. At the same time, Tori is visiting Mondstadt and catches the attention of both Diluc and Kia. Tori is interested in acquiring Kali as she is revealed to be his experiment, but this is largely foiled by Amber and Diluc, who is shown using a pyro delusion in the story. Kali makes friends with the knights and ultimately ends up being saved by Sinnoh, an upcoming character from Sumeru. After being healed, Kali ends up going to Sumeru with him. Mondstadt's story arc begins when the traveler fishes Paimon out of the water and explains that they were attacked by the unknown god and have been separated from their sibling. The two head to Mondstadt, where they soon see Vindy with Divellen, currently referred to as Storm Terror, and then shortly after encounter Amber. Soon they learn that Storm Terror is out of control and creating havoc with the windstorm in Mondstadt City. The traveler teams up with the Knight of Favonius, Vindy, and Diluc to find the causes of Storm Terror's rage and put a stop to it. Along the way, the Abyss is introduced and ultimately revealed to be the reason for Divellen's corruption. The team eventually makes their way to Storm Terror's lair, where they calm the dragon and save the day with the help of the holy lyre that is stolen from the Church of Barbatos. Afterward, Vinty is attacked outside the church, and his gnosis is stolen by La Senora, the first harbinger ever shown in the game. You'll also learn that Vindy is Barbatos, the Anemo Archon, in human form. After talking with Vindy, the traveler and Paimon head to Liu to speak with Rex Lapis, Lord of George. Upon making their way into Liu, they attend the Rite of Dissension hosted by Ningguang, where Rex Lapis is seemingly murdered. Suspected for involvement in the murder, the pair quickly flee the scene with the help of a mysterious man named Child. He sends the traveler to Jueyun Kars to speak with an Adepti, in order to clear their name. After meeting with them, Child then introduces the pair to Zhongli, and they begin to help him complete the rite of parting. Child's story during this time, they meet with Ningguang and begin to gather evidence of Fatui's involvement in the death of Rex Lapis. This is interrupted, though, as the Adepti and Milinth nearly go to war, and the traveler must race to the Golden House to keep the Geonosis from being stolen by Child. Upon entering the Golden House, Child reveals himself as Tartaglia, and it's also revealed that the Geonosis isn't inside the body of Rex Lapis. After an intense battle, Child summons Osai, who is beaten by the traveler and Adepti. Shortly after, you learn that Zhongli is the Geo Archon and is giving his gnosis freely to La Senora. Child was left in the dark, and Zhongli faked his own death to stop being the region's Archon. The post-Liu storyline is brief but reveals that the traveler witnessed the downfall of a human-run nation known as Ka'anria, and a character named Dainsleaf was once their guard. It's also revealed that your sibling now leads the Abyss Order and wants revenge against the Archons who stole the nation. The Abyss Mages themselves are the people of Ka'anria who have changed forms. Another harbinger named Scaramouche also appears when a mysterious meteor falls from the sky and reveals that Tivat's sky isn't real. With the help of Beidou and an escapee named Kazuha, the traveler gains passage to the lockdown nation of Inazuma. Once there, they get help from Toma and then Ayaka to get into the country, where they learn about the Vision Hunt decree and end up joining the region's resistance. As fate has it, their new friend Toma is captured, and they have to save him from having his vision taken by the Raiden Shogun, leading them into a fight with the Archon. After barely escaping alive, the traveler meets with Kokomi and eventually learns that the resistance is being given delusions that are rapidly aging them by the Fatui. The traveler and Paimon locate and then head to the delusion factory where they meet Scaramouche and are almost killed by him. Luckily, Yaemiko saves the day and brings them to her shrine, where she begins her plan to free the actual Electro Archon, from her self-imposed imprisonment. After convincing the Shogun's General Sera for help and Yamiya causing a distraction, the traveler makes their way into the Raiden Shogun's palace, where they run into La Senora and must have a battle before the throne. Crimson Witch of Ember Senora is revealed to be the Crimson Witch of Embers but loses the battle, causing the Raiden Shogun to kill her. Afterward, the traveler leaves the palace only to be attacked shortly after by the Raiden Shogun. Senora is revealed to be the Crimson Witch of Embers but loses the battle, causing the Raiden Shogun to kill her. Afterward, the traveler leaves the palace only to be attacked shortly after by the Raiden Shogun. Kazuha saves the traveler's life, and they get sucked into the domain where Ei is hiding. After a short battle, Ye appears in the domain, and the traveler uses the ambitions of the people of Inazuma to win the fight. This forces Ei to realize the trouble her puppet, Raiden Shogun, has caused in Inazuma. She brings a stop to the Vision Hunt decree and comes to terms with the fact that she can't have her version of eternity. After the battle, the traveler speaks with Ye to learn that she had the Electronosis for years and gave it to Scaramouche, who is revealed to be Raiden Shogun's first puppet creation in exchange for saving the traveler's life at the Delusion Facto. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel.